The topic of this video is series and parallel circuits. In this video, I will quickly go over the effects and the differences between the two, along with some basic equations used in both. Firstly, series. This is probably the easiest one to explain and to understand. It is simply that each element of the circuit has the charge flow through them one after the other, and generally, with a few exceptions, most elements in series simply add up or subtract to find the total. For example, when resistors are in series, the total resistance is simply the resistance of the first plus the second plus the third and so on. Across these resistors, the current is consistent. It doesn't change at all. It is the voltage that changes, dropping a certain amount across each element. And this can be found using Ohm's law, which is V equals IR. Now, parallel circuits. These can be a little bit harder to fully understand. A parallel circuit is a point when the current divides and then reconnects later. The electrical potential across each element in parallel is equal. It is the current that changes, which is the opposite, of course, from series. The current splits across each element, and when you know the resistance and the voltage, you can use Ohm's law, once again, to find the current in each element. Note, the total current is equal to the sum of the smaller branch currents. So in this case, finding resistance once again, total resistance is 1 over the sum of the inverse of all the resistors. Now, parallel and series elements can be put in next to each other, and to do this, it's quite simple. We just calculate the parallel equivalent using our past equation, this part here, which we can see is the same to this section here, and we simply add it to this part here, as once you find the equivalent of this, this then acts as a series. And then to recap, series, simpler, it's one after the other. To find something such as resistance, you simply add. Current is consistent, it is the voltage that is varied. Voltage is varied, current is consistent in series. In parallel, it is the opposite. So voltage is consistent, current is varied as it splits up into each resistor. And to find something like resistance when it's all split up, it is simply 1 over the sum of the inverse. Thank you.